For pros like Sox and Martin, Don Grother, there's a full schedule of Plymouth supercar clinics to be conducted. Tips are given on everything from good driving practices to the importance and maintenance of clean air systems. In short, this essential element in Plymouth's rapid transit system delivers the kind of knowledge it takes to make a guy a winner anywhere. Meanwhile, there's new race cars to be built for the upcoming season. And if that's not enough to keep everybody busy, there's a continuous program of test and evaluation for new parts and technology. While craftsmen like Jake King or Joe Smith are busy helping prepare new mounts for Sox and Martin and Don Grother, they too are determining the advantages of new manifold configurations, carburetors, cylinder heads, and the like. Engineers are hard at work on drawing boards, in dyno rooms, at racetracks across the country, trying to get that competitive edge which will keep Plymouth on top. That's Plymouth's system at work, not just developing the products needed to build winners, but also making these products available. Before 3 months, and to the racers perhaps it seemed like 3 weeks are up, it's the start of the 1971 racing season, the NHRA Winter Nationals at Pomona, California. Over $250,000 up for grabs, nearly 100,000 spectators on hand at the LA County Fairgrounds to witness this action-packed event. Friday and Saturday, busy days for everyone. A lot of work to be done by the crews on the fuel cars as a slippery track, combined with the new horsepower found during the winter months, produced lots of tire smoke and disappointing time slips. Super stockers were not without their problems either. Some of the competitors having their share of motor troubles, others having more than their fair share of handling problems. The Plymouth Pro Stockers proved to the big crowd that they had done their homework well during the winter months, as 4 of the quickest 6 low ET qualifiers were Plymouth's. Sox and Martin's 2 entries led the attack, qualifying 1 and 2, with Grother and Banky not even a tenth of a second behind. These 2 days are the only chance you get to make sure everything is just right, because Sunday, eliminations begin. 1 loss, you're out. The wrenches turn late into the night, everywhere. Finally, if you're lucky, it's time to call it a night. But usually not without some good-natured joking with your competition, right, Arlen? Sunday morning, the big day. The racetrack cloaked in fog. No chance for tune-up runs. The sun breaks through, the fog lifts, and the racing is ready to begin. Sox and Martin are not the only team running 2 cars, as Don Grother has his class-winning BMP Hemi Roadrunner in the chase for the modified Eliminator Gold, as well as a Hemi Cuda in the Pro Stock Eliminator class. The Snake is attempting to capture top fuel runners, as well as the Funny Car Eliminator Championship, having managed to qualify both of his new machines. The strain is just too much. Don Prudhomme, one of the most intense competitors in the sport, does not make it to the second round in either car. Nobody takes it any harder than he does. In Pro Stock, Grother's luck goes sour. After looking strong in qualifying, Don's clutch eye bolt breaks at the line, causing a red light, and puts him out of the Pro Stock show. Sox and Martin's #1 car, with Ronnie driving, advances to the quarterfinals. 9-second victories over Dick Brayman's Maverick and Bob Lambeck. Here, he meets the Grump. And last year's upset is avenged as Sox moves past Jenkins into the semifinals. Akron Arlen's in the quarterfinals too, having disposed of Ed Miller and Jim Hader in short order. Here he meets Lee Smith's strong-running Crazy Cuda, and he comes out on top to move into the semifinals. Jimmy King's Rhode Island-based Plymouth-powered rail is weighted through a tough field to meet Kenny Safford's nitro-burning Hemi in the top fuel semifinals. But Safford is not to be denied as he lays down a strong 6/8 old blast, and he puts King on the trailer. In the other semifinal, it's Big Daddy Don Garlits and his radical rear-engine rail ready without a burnout to do his battle with Big Jim Dunn in the Dunn and Reed Special. At the first glimpse of green, the Pro-Star Christmas tree, Garlits is gone, straight as an arrow, for the win which moves him into the final. The funny car action at Pomona, fast and furious. After a convincing first-round win, Larry Reyes takes Big John Masmanian's new Cuda to the line against Jake Johnson driving Gene Snow's 71 Charger. They lead together, but Reyes gets into trouble, and Johnson goes into the quarterfinals. Maz's other car, the fierce 220-mile-an-hour Cuda driven by Rich Sarunian, is going to face tough Butch Maz in Roland Leon's new Hawaiian. Rich Sarunian let too many horses loose at the start and wound up reaching for the sky. Then showed some spectacular driving to keep it all together. The start is a delicate balance. Sometimes you lose it. With his pro-stocker out of it, Don Grother turns all of his attention to his modified production Roadrunner, which is being driven here by Butch Williams. A string of solid on-the-record runs have brought the car to the semifinals, where it'll face this patriotic AMP Camaro. The Roadrunner is the handicap start, holds on to win, and advance to the modified Eliminator final. Now it's the pro-stock semifinals. Canadian Supercar Clinic demon John Petrie spurring off against Money Sox. This is the race that'll advance one of the two pros to the finals. It'll be one of these two cars. Will it be Wally Booth, whom Banky beat nearly 3 years ago to win the Indy Nationals? Or will Sox face Arlen in the Pro Stock Finals as he did in 3 straight NHRA National Meets last year? It takes 9 seconds to find out. And it's Wally Booth who will go up against the seemingly invincible Sox and Martin team. Well, this is it, the modified Eliminator final. Don Grother's brand new Roadrunner going against national champion Carol Caudle in his FMP Chevrolet. A lot at stake, and Don knows it. In 1969, he drove his Hemi Cuda to the Superstock Eliminator title here at the Winter Nationals. The modified car gets the big handicap. There he goes. He's going to have to come from way behind to catch him. Can he do it? No. He broke the existing national record trying to catch the Flying Caudle. Now here they come, the Pro Stock finalists. It'll be Sox and Martin's Hemi Cuda against Wally Booth's rat-motored Camaro. A big one for both drivers. Sox wants to keep his fantastic win record alive. He knows Wally Booth is eager to spoil it. There they go. Sox up the hole first. Pulling away. That makes 4 straight Pro Stock Eliminator titles for Sox and Martin Plymouth at NHRA national events.
Broke the Jake there. That's the first time in a long time at this place, I tell you.
How's the new car working?
Oh, beautiful. I love it.
Banky had his share of problems last in the semifinal run, but you handled Booth without any trouble.
Well, the car's running real well. It is a new car for us, and he was running real good. It was a real good race, but I seemed to hit the lights on him a little bit, and the way the car's running high gear, after I knew I left the line, I figured I had him beat then.
You're looking plenty good for the 71 season. You think you can duplicate 70s?
Well, it's going to be hard to duplicate 70, but it's the first time I ever won here, so I'm very pleased with it, really am.
Congratulations to you, Ronnie.
Thank you very much.
And Leong repeat his thrilling funny car eliminator win at last year's Winter Nationals. He can and does, as Butch Moss legs the Pineapple Cow to low ET for funny cars of 6.93 seconds, and the crew shows their happiness. Unfortunately, the Top Fuel Eliminator crown was decided before the final race was run. What could have been an exciting race between two very different kinds of dragsters becomes a solo run for the legendary Don Garlits in his all-new rear-engine car. Kenny Safford's crew could not repair the engine damage which was suffered in his defeating of Jimmy King in the semifinals. But a pro all the way, Don Garlits receives congratulations and then thunders down the quarter mile in a smoky solo run for the Top Fuel gold. So that wraps the 11th annual NHRA Winter Nationals. But it does not signal a rest for the pros, for there's another race to get ready for, and another one right after that. The All-Pro races the next weekend at Orange County International Raceway. There, Don Grother took the Pro Stock crown, defeating Dino Don Nicholson in the final. From Orange County on to Phoenix and the AHRA Grand American, as Arlen Banky drove his Hemi Duster to Pro Super Stock Eliminator honors, while Don Grother took the GT1 Eliminator honors. 3 down and a bunch to go. It's a long season, and a lot of miles to be covered, a lot of races to run, and a lot of satisfaction to be gained. That's the way it is when you're a pro.